The funny thing is that it's not Spanish versus Italian. If you go to Italy, 50% of the time you're going to use Spanish. There are so many Southern American immigrants in Italy that, in fact, in Milan, I think I spoke more Spanish than I spoke Italian. I think we were in the process of starting a Spanish group, a Spanish branch, which we almost did, but we had some other stuff that wasn't going right with it. But um, Spanish is actually a really super helpful tool in the mission. Most of the missionaries came back knowing a little bit of Spanish, as far as as with Italian as well. Just because, and it depends on the city. For example, if you're in Bergamo, that I served in, it's all Bolivians. If you're in Genova or La Spezia, which is on the coast on the east, it'll be either Peruvians or Dominicans. If you go to Ancona, it's all Peruvian. In Milan, it's El Salvadorian. There's Peruvians. Then there's also a little mix of everyone else. As far as like Southern Americans, there's a lot of Argentinians, just because Argentina and Italy are super similar. They connect. A lot of their ancestors moved from Italy to Argentina, Argentina from Italy. I guess that was their country to go. Mostly because of the layouts, the geographical parts of like the land are super similar to what you find in each other. So like Argentina looks like Italy, and Italy looks like Argentina, for the most part. And so like you'll find a lot of that. I taught several Argentinian families. Countless of Peruvian families. Half your food is going to be Southern American. Oh, there's also in Genova. There's also a lot of Ecuadorians. Lots and lots of them. So you can expect that 50% of your investigators are going to be Southern American, in one of the Spanish-speaking countries. And so if you know Spanish, not only will you have a leg up as far as from the language, because the cool thing for me, Italian wasn't hard to learn. Grammar from Spanish to Italian is pretty much the same. All you're doing for the most part is just changing the vocabulary. So like the structure of a sentence is going to be what you already know, and you're just changing some of the words, not even all of them, some of the words into the Italian words. So house, and you know the word for Spanish, and you'll just plug in the Italian word. You already know where it goes in the sentence, which gives you such an advantage in learning the language, because you don't have to worry about sentence structure. You just have to worry about vocabulary. Just memorize words for the most part. So it actually goes hand in hand nowadays in Italy to know both languages. As far as Spanish and Italian, that's how it went with me. I learned Italian really well just because it was a lot easier. But I also use Spanish so much. My mission president at the end of my mission told me that I was sent to certain places, a lot of it just because I spoke Spanish. And there was a lot of investigators that needed a Spanish speaker. So if you know Spanish, kudos, because that's going to be really, really helpful. And it's actually more in the north than it is in the south. All the Southern Americans are gathered around the north of Italy, and not really in the south.